Alrighty guys, what is happening? It has been a hot minute since I made any video, and for that I apologize. It's just been, life's been getting busy with work and school, and now my wife's got a job, so switching things around and whatnot. But long story short, today we are talking about Monster Hunter Wilds. I know we are like almost over 2 months past due, but I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts and impressions on the game so far. I wanted to do this like a month ago, but I just have not had the time. So if you guys are still watching this, and even though it's late, I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe, and let's jump right into it. So first off, I only beat the campaign. I have done all of the side quests as far as within the main story. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff to do post the main campaign, which from what I hear from my brother is that there is like another 40, 50 hours of the game, which honestly is just insane because I already am at 50 hours right now, and that's with me doing the main campaign, all of the side hunts, all of the different side activities that you can do, you know, as you're going through. I got all the armor sets unlocked, I got all the different weapons, I grinded for almost all of the weapons. I don't have all of them, but I have a good majority of all the weapons just because I wanted to try things out and see what I liked the most. Real quick, things that I liked about the game. I think the story was decent overall. I didn't think it was like super crazy, but it was passable and it was fun for what it was. One thing I will say is that the boss fights or the hunts that you go on are extremely fun. I think the combat itself is really fun. I had a blast taking down all of the different monsters and all of the different beasts. So much so, like I said, that I went back and I was doing all of the different side content. I was refighting bosses to try to get all of the armor sets. I was refighting bosses to get all of the different weapon upgrades. That's how fun the combat is. Some of my favorite weapons that I liked, I personally really liked the Charge Blade. I think that was the one that I mained the most. Like I said, I did try all of the weapons out. I got unlocked a lot of the different styles for a lot of the weapons, and most of the footage you'll probably see in the background is probably the Charge Blade, because after tinkering with all of the weapons and a lot of the upgrades, my Charge Blade was still the go-to. Absolutely love the Charge Blade. I love its like special move where you can put the shield on it and it turns into like a trick weapon. It honestly reminds me of the Whirligig Saw from Bloodborne, where you can put the chainsaw thing on it and use it as a chainsaw. Super fun. I also really liked the dual blades. Although they don't do as much damage, they're like the special move that you can do when you hit the weak points on a monster. He does like the Levi Ackerman thing. Like, it reminded me of that scene from Attack on Titan where Levi is just like shredding down the Beast Titan's arm. Super cool. I absolutely love the moveset for the dual blades. I just wish they did a little bit more damage, but my goodness, those ones were really fun. I also really liked the Insect Clave, or I'm probably saying it wrong, but I like just the moveset where you can like stab it in the ground and do like a flip up, and like almost reminded me of the Black Myth Wukong where you can just slam the staff down. Really cool. Another thing that I really liked, I liked the hitting the weak points on the monsters. I haven't played any of the Monster Hunter games. I do have World and I do have Rise on the Switch, but I've never even played Worlds at all. And I played, I think maybe like an hour of Rise, and it was just sitting at a gas station or something like that waiting for family, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done, and I quit playing. So I don't know how it is in those games, but I really liked that as you keep attacking certain points on the monsters, they become weak, and when you attack them again, they start to bleed red, and you could do more damage. I thought that was super cool. Cutting off the tails was super fun. There's been a few times where I, get the Charge Blade down and it just lops off of the monster's tail. Super cool. Or the tentacles. As I said, combat overall was really fun and I really enjoyed it. Another thing that I really liked was just all of the monster designs looked awesome. Like all the different dragons looked cool. The different like fire gorilla. I don't remember the names for anything, by the way. I'm super sorry, but I'll have them all up on screen. All of the monsters were incredibly fun. All of them looked super cool. I loved how almost all of them looked. I thought that they were just like, the monster design is just top notch in here. And those are the vast majority of things that I really liked. I think overall it is a fantastic game. Although I do have some critiques or gripes, if you want to say them, that kind of hamper my experience, at least for me personally. The first thing is, And as I said, I haven't played any of the other Monster Hunter games, so I'm not sure if this is just how Monster Hunter is, but man, the boss fights and all of the monster fights, as fun as the combat is, they take so dang long. Like, the game isn't hard by any means. Like, there's times that I definitely died for sure, but you get 3 attempts, and just taking down one monster sometimes is taking like 7-10 minutes. Especially towards the end, there's one fight that took me 21 minutes just to take down, and it is just way too long. I understand that there's, different elemental things you could do, different type of weapons, hitting all the weak spots. I understand all of that. I was trying to do all I could within my capabilities, and there were still times that it took me 15-20 minutes to take down a boss, which is just egregious. I was just getting annoyed by how long it was taking. I'm like, okay, I'm just doing the same move over and over again. I'm hitting the weak points, and I'm getting my chainsaw on my charged blade going, and I just kept doing the movesets over and over and over again. And so, I don't know, I think that the boss fights just have a tad bit, I shouldn't even say a tad bit, they just have too much health, in my opinion. You can play the game solo, and this kind of maybe goes in between the thing that I didn't like about the bosses taking too long. You can play the game solo. I played most of the game solo. I did play co-op with my brother and a bunch of his friends a few times, and I was jumping into his world, so we're fighting monsters for him, and we were just blasting through monsters. Like, it didn't take us any time at all. Like, it almost seems like the bosses are meant to be taken down in groups or teams or whatever, whatever they called it. I'm drawing a blank on how they do it, raid teams or something like that. And I went through the entire campaign by myself. Like I said, the only parts that I did with, that was multiplayer was when I was hopping into somebody else's account, hopping into their world and their save files and, but battling monsters that way. Everything that on mine I did by myself, and it just seemed like everything just took way too long. And maybe that, like I said, that might go back into this is supposed to be meant to be played with 4 players, and that's why it was taking me 20 minutes to take down the boss. I'm not sure. If that's the case, guys, let me know down in the comments, because I am just not knowledgeable enough in the Monster Hunter genre to know if that's just a thing for this game or if that's just always been a thing. It's like hard. It's like I don't want to dock it any points because I'm unfamiliar with the franchise, and maybe this is how this has always been. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like playing a Star Wars game and be like, you know what? I don't really like how we could just pick everything up and just toss them around. Like, I don't know. So those are some of the things that I didn't quite like. And then also the story, towards the end, just get a little bit of flat. There's quite a few parts where they're just kind of info dumping on you, but I thought the story was passable. Overall, guys, I did really enjoy my time with Monster Hunter. The only 2 gripes I had, is just mainly just the monsters taking way too long to take down. But overall, I had a fantastic time. According to my brother, I still have not technically finished the game. I beat the campaign, but I still got 40 hours left. I didn't say this, but I thought all of the armor sets were super cool. I loved all of the different weapon types, all of the different variations of these different weapons, depending on which monsters you fought. So I'm kind of saying this at the end, but armor, monster, I liked, crafting. You beat this dragon and now you got this scale looking armor. All of that was incredibly fun, and I was addicted to the combat. Like I said, the charge blade and the dual blades were my absolute favorite. If they could just lower the monster's health just a little bit. And then I guess this is just another con that just popped in my head, because this is unscripted, by the way, so sorry if I ramble a little bit. But one of the other things that I didn't quite like, and as I said, this might be just me not knowing that how Monster Hunter works, but I didn't like that there was no way for me to tell how close I was to beating the boss. There was plenty of times where I could have played maybe a little bit more aggressive and taken them down. For instance, I'll die, I heal up, I run back into the fight just to hit the boss one time, and it died. So I wish that there was some sort of indicators, and if there are, maybe I'm just dumb and I just didn't notice it. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I overall had a blast with Monster Hunter, even with some of the caveats that I'm throwing in there. I think Monster Hunter is a fantastic game. And my rating for Monster Hunter, I'm going to give Monster Hunter an 8 out of 10. I have had a great time. I do plan on playing more of it after the post-story stuff eventually. So that is something that I'm going to be looking forward to. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of Monster Hunter. Let me know if I'm wrong on some of my assumptions or however it is. Last couple things, sorry, like I said, it's been a little bit since I've made some videos, just life has been really hectic at the moment. But I am working on AI Limit. I'm still playing through that one. I am actually almost done from what I can gather. And then I'm also playing the first Berserker. I've been doing quite a few streams of that one. I don't think I'm even anywhere close to that one. So that one, we'll do a review when we do. It's a harder game for sure. And then also still playing through Split Fiction. I know for a fact that I am almost done with the game, but I have to play it 2 players, and so it's just getting my wife or my daughter to have time to hop on and play with us. So those are some of the game reviews that you guys can look forward to from me. I know it's the end of April, so I will be getting Expedition 33 when that comes out. And then just last but not least, guys, don't forget that we did change our stream times to Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. just because I'm getting a lot of finals this last couple weeks, so I won't be able to really stream on Wednesdays, and because my wife switched her schedule around, we're just going to do Friday, Saturday. Those tend to work the best for us. So let me know what you guys think about those, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and we will catch you on the next video. Peace.